Hey guys, ShiNoBi here from TGN and Next Level Gaming Guides, and this is Tera. Tera is a unique MMORPG game with a more advanced combat system that takes MMO gaming as we know it to the next level. In this video, I will be showcasing and talking about elements of the game that you can expect to see, as well as gameplay, and if you're ready, I'm ready, so let's do this. Before we get into the more advanced stuff, let's go back to the basics in the game, start you from the beginning, and let's first talk about the races, classes, and customization of the game. Starting out, you have your human race. You can do male and female. Next is the Castonic race, male and female as well. The very next one is going to be Amun. This can be male and female as well, and you'll see why I'm talking about can be male and female in just a second. You have your Papori, which can just be a Papori. You have your Elin, which can just be an Elin. And you have your Baraka, which can just be a big rock guy. And then finally, High Elf, male and female. In this part I've chosen human male to show you, and there's warrior for the first one, lancer for the second one, more of a tanky class, slayer for the third one, berserker for the fourth one, sorcerer, we have archer, priest, which is the main healer, and mystic. And for another example, I chose female high elf this time to show you what they look like here as well. And it's great, you can come in here and you can look at each one and see what they kind of look like in gear. You're like, do I want to play that race with that class combination, or do I want to play this and that? So it gives you a lot of options, which is really great. And you can see that the gear looks really cool on all these, especially the archer coming up on the high elf female here. I think that's pretty cool. And it gives you kind of a way of seeing, you know, how things are going to be later on in the game, what you can expect. The interface in the game is one of my favorite aspects about the game. You can see the character screen, everything here looks real crisp, real clean. You can read everything really nicely. You don't even have to have the best graphic setting in the world. It actually does surprise me that everything does look so nice, but you don't really need the super top end computer in order to see all of this stuff. You can look through your skills there. Down below you can move around that bar down there that looks like it's in the way type thing. It's really not. It's just customized. You can customize a lot of stuff about this, which makes this game pretty unique, and we see a lot of aspects about this game that we don't really see in other MMOs, and some things that we do see in other MMOs, they kind of like shine lights on those better aspects of the game a little bit more. I have some gameplay in the background for your enjoyment, and I've done a lot of research on a lot of different things in the game, and a lot of players have been asking just how do skills work in the game. How do you obtain the skills? How do you use them? Are there talent systems? Are there point systems? How does it work? Well, you automatically get your skills as you level. You acquire them as you level. You can train them. You can move on from that. But then also, once you get to level 20, you can enable glyphs. And you can buy glyphs from a glyph master. And at level 20, you can start putting glyphs on your character to make your character more unique and make him be a lot more different than other characters. One thing I like about this system is that as you level, you get glyph points. And with those glyph points, that limits you, but also enables you to use a certain amount of glyph points with your glyphs, so that way your character can be more unique than some other person's character. And I think that's a really cool aspect of the game, that you can just go to a glyph vendor or glyph master and actually learn all that stuff, make your character any way you want to, and you're different than the guy you're standing right next to. The combat system, in my opinion, is one of the most important factors about the game, because you angle yourself with your mouse, you run around with your W, A, S, and D, and it gives you that option to dodge out of the way of stuff. If you have a fireball coming towards you, you don't depend on, oh, I have a 30% chance to dodge that. No, you have a 100% chance to dodge that. And all you have to do is just get out of the way. It really makes it really nice for a very intense combat feel, and definitely something huge, in my opinion, in the game that makes this game really stand out a lot farther and really takes just MMO gaming to the next level. And that's definitely a huge aspect of the game. And you're saying to yourself right now, ShiNoBi, this sounds awesome, this game sounds awesome. Does it have some similar things like I've seen in other MMOs? Well, actually it does. Professions crafting has that in this game too. Weaponsmithing, focus crafting, armor smithing, leatherworking, tailoring, and alchemy has all of those aspects of the game. Definitely adds that MMO feel to the game, and it's very traditional. But the cool thing about this game is it does very traditional things, but then takes some parts of those to the next level to enhance your gameplay. Now you're saying everything's sounding really awesome, but how does it work? Do we have to pay monthly? Well, I gotta tell you guys, one of the greatest things I've ever seen in an MMO is they have a thing called Chrono Scrolls. And what they are things that you can purchase from the store themselves to add game time to the game. Okay, we've seen that before. However, this is where it's different. There's a thing in the game called a trade broker, or aka an auction house, where you can actually spend gold to buy these Chrono Scrolls off of there, or you can sell Chrono Scrolls on there for gold, making it easy to make a nice gold to real money conversion and back and forth. So definitely a cool aspect of the game that you don't even have to literally, if you make a lot of gold in this game, you never have to spend a dime on this game. And I think that's a great concept that'll be implemented into the game, and players are really going to enjoy that. I know I will. Another traditional yet unique part of the game are guilds. There are some great features to being in a guild, like guild only items. Guild versus guild PvP. Yeah, you heard me. Guild versus guild PvP. And guys, you can also, in a town, people can vote for you to become the mayor of that town. You go for on like a trial period, and then after a while, there's another re-vote for another mayor of the town, but during that time, you can represent your guild in that town with your banners everywhere on the town, and everybody will know who you are. How is that for being involved in a game? That's just an awesome concept that we don't see very often. And guys, PvP in the game is awesome. There's PvP deathmatch. You just go in and your only objective is to just kill each other. That's it. I mean, how awesome is that? That is what a lot of people love to do. I know in games like World of Warcraft, people, they go into Warsong Gulch or they go into Arathi Basin, they don't even complete the objective, they just go around killing each other. Because that's what people want to do in PvP. It's player versus player. And that's what people want to do, which is awesome. In this game you can do 10 vs 10, 5 vs 5, you can do 1 vs 5, 1 vs 5. Guys, that's awesome. How awesome and epic of PvP videos will there be on the internet, because you can do 1 vs 5, 1 vs 3, 1 vs 4. You know, it gives you that option to queue up, but not only do you queue up with your friends, but you can queue up with enemies of your choice. You can say, I want to go against these 4 people. You can have rivals with your friends. You can go against your friends in duels. And also, guild versus guild PvP. That's going to be awesome as well. It is a 24-hour event. It lasts for 24 hours, and you guys earn points from killing each other, and it does not end until one of the guild leaders from one of the guilds ends it and forfeits. You can battle, in that battle, you can battle 3 battles at one time. That's just another awesome aspect, and definitely one thing I'm looking forward to in this game. And finally, what is the end game of the game? Well, guys, I gotta tell you, there's a thing called a BAM or a BAM, also known as Big Ass Monsters. They're all across the world. You go there on a PvP server, make it even more enjoyable. They're world bosses. You go and fight them. You get items, you get loot, all that great stuff. And it's an awesome experience because that brings aspects of world PvP. The end game also has a lot of PvP as well. It's something to be looking forward to. While doing that, there's a thing called the Nexus, which is an event that will invite you automatically level 59 or above, and you can go to the Nexus. You don't even have to go just by yourself. You can go with friends, you can go with other guilds. Other guilds go to this event as well, where you fight waves upon waves of BAMs or BAMs, and also trash mobs, and after each wave you get items, reputation, gold, stuff like that. I see this game having a lot of great aspects about it, and overall, my opinion of the game, I mean, it looks beautiful. It's got a great mechanic behind it with the combat system. I do look forward to playing this game more often. If you guys want to see it more often on the channel, you want me to make more videos about it, PvP videos, whatever, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and as always, ShiNoBi here from Next Level Gaming Guides and TGN. Enjoy the trailer at the very end that I've set up for you, and until next time, thanks for watching.
A graveyard for anyone who dares to cross swords with me, maybe. Who's with me?
Count me in. On the day I heard about a mysterious island rising out of the sea, I dreamed I'd see it for myself.
Then you need more ambitious dreams, my friend. Mysterious Island equals ancient treasures, equals the perfect place for me.
By the Titans, that island is huge.
Enough chatter, recruits. Get down there and report for duty. For the Federation.